Hi there, my name's Dave, and I just picked up this very nice little area archtop for myself. Well, the only complaint I could have for a guitar like this is that it came with this really horrible and typical trapeze tailpiece. Figure there has to be a way to fix this up, and let's have a little something nicer to look at. I think I found a little solution, and I'm going to show you how to make that. The first thing we need to do is make this little piece of wood. It's got a groove cut down each side, which we'll get to later. And the grooves will house the little metal rods from your tailpiece, hiding them nicely. And you put it together, and that's what you've got. This is a test piece, and I highly recommend using a test piece. But your final piece can be a piece of ebony here. I used this African blackwood for my guitar. To start with, we need to make a pattern. I just use a piece of scrap pine, anything will do. Lay the tailpiece down, mark the outsides of the rods there and the inside of the bottom. Once you've done that, I would add about 1/8 of an inch to each side here just for some spare wood. You can remove it later fairly easily. Now I would just cut it out. Now that you've got your piece cut out, it's a good idea to mark a top and bottom. If you've got some rough saw edges, I would screw them up on a flat surface with some sandpaper. And once you've got that done, we're going to cut the slots. I use my table saw because I have a blade that is exactly 1/8 of an inch wide, which is how wide this wire is. If you don't have that, a rotor table will work just fine. I'm about 1/8 of an inch from the blade. And the blade is for a very shallow cut right now, shallower than I probably need. The idea here is take a pass off of each side, and you can run a test fit, and it probably won't come all the way down. And what you want to do is raise your blade a tiny little bit, take a pass off of each side, and it will eventually slide right down into place. Now that you've got your piece fit, you can reassemble the tailpiece. And we're going to mark the curve along the top and mark the curve along the bottom. And turn it over, we're going to mark an area here that will have to be removed so that we can get the string ball ends in there. At this point, take the tailpiece apart again, and we're going to mark the height from here where the string ball ends go onto this piece here. And on your finished piece, this is all going to be removed. So now it is in fact time to take your pattern and make it out of this. Well, assuming that things have gone well and you've got a nearly finished piece in your hands, the last thing I did was just shape the curve along the top on a stationary belt sander. Just a little back and forth. It's up to you to where you want to take it. Just get a shape that you like, and we're done. I had a little bit of my African blackwood left over, so I made knobs, a truss rod cover, and I got some ebony buttons. This has been Dave, and thank you very much for watching.